Hello and welcome to game 3,150,000 on Playdeck. I can't remember, it's 7, 8 years ago. I remember counting down until I think we hit 1 million. It can't have been 2 million. I think it was literally game 1 million. Might go back and look back through the archive and see. But if it is, then we've played a ridiculous number of Twilight Struggle games in the last several years. Hello and welcome. This one's a Rutzel game, my first Rutzel game of the season. So thanks to RTO for organising. We are playing Taltal. It's dinner time where they are, but it's breakfast time where I am. But we'll get going and we will see what they have to say. Right. Hello. So we got 4 op cards, but they are American, which is unfortunate. We don't really have a clean coup on Italy with either as well. It's regrettable. We don't have independent red, so I'm going to pop in Yugoslavia. Why not? Right, EU, Indo-Pakistani War, Truman, Marshall, US, 5-year, Formosa, and Romanian. Very, very blue opening hand. If we get purged, we're in double trouble. All right, so what's our headline here? Oof. Romanian abdication, the best of a bad bunch. It means we can't play independent reds later, but they're almost never playing independent reds for the event. Let's hope we get defected. That's what we really want to happen here. Like, it's such a lousy opening hand that being defected is fine, and using a 1-op card is probably fine in that respect. Yay! What a result! Fantastic, because now we have impunity in next turn's headline. So where do we want to begin? We can coup Iran with US-Japan. We're not going to get a better shot on Italy, however, and we've got into Pakistani war. So let's coup Italy. Deep breath. Ooh, it's good, but it's not quite the right one. All right, what we're going to do next, I think, is eat Marshall Plan and take Greece and Turkey. Do we do that? Nah, I think we probably end up spacing Marshall Plan. It was a worthy crack, but we did not get there. Yeah, because if we take Greece and Turkey, we're at 4, and they'll be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and Benelux is 7. Yeah, Marshall Plan is completely and utterly unplayable. 1 extra pip and we'd have been laughing there, but there you go. Such is life. Those are the rules of engagement. So what we'll do now is we will absolutely hold 5-year plan through the turn. So next up is we will coup Iran with East European unrest because we have Truman Doctrine. Now there we go. That's what I call a coup. So we're going to Truman Doctrine and then move into Austria because we do want to be adjacent to Italy in case of socialist governments in the next headline. So we're spacing Marshall Plan, which means we're eating Formosa. So we do want to put a couple in South Korea. We've got no development cards, so we don't need to worry about CIA just yet. Man, absolutely leaning into... Well, we get one more coup, don't we? Okay, so let's have the coup. Let's keep the Milops. Let's go Libya. No. Good luck had to run out. Asia's now somewhat problematic as well. It's a really good thing we've got a 5-year plan. Maybe we use the China card and hold Marshall Plan as well in case we can get through UN intervention. Taking Korea looks quite good right now. Well, that's not happening either. Yeah, okay. So we will use the China card and we will take South Korea and move into Pakistan. I mean, if they've got Middle East scoring here, they've got Middle East scoring. Vietnam to space. Well done them. So we will use Truman and then go into Austria. That's it. It's going to cost them 3 ops. Well, no, they could just crack an. I think we use in a Pakistani war to take Pakistan and push into India. Don't want to get too fancy. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's good for us. We'll take Pakistan and take Egypt. So Marshall Plan's still a bit of an albatross around the neck. But if we can socialist governments them, it becomes a bit less gross. Okay, CIA is not the end of the world because we don't have any access unless they have Fidel. We did get socialist government, so getting purged is now about as bad as it can get for us. But we will definitely headline socialist governments. Great. Okay. Let's take Italy and reduce France. Yeah, we've got ways of getting Milops this turn, so that's not so bad. CIA, Arab Israel, Korean, Asia. Oh, big coup coming here. Oh, big result. So what do we want to do here? I think. Oh, woo, woo. With Middle East having scored, right? Let's overprotect Asia. And then we want to drop Asia scoring, so we want to hold 5-year plan again next turn, I guess. So Marshall Plan will go Portugal and Greece to protect Italy. Yep, that will make sense. That does not make a lot of sense. That makes slightly more sense, but that makes the most sense. Right. Let's do the Europe thing. So they will only be 2 ops off. Turkey and Canada levels up. But it's the best time to use Marshall Plan. So end of turn is Arab-Israeli war for the event to get mill ops. Asia scoring, ideally for a victory point. CIA created for no damage, but that does mean we get to end of turn 2 and we still haven't accessed any of the latter war regions. I have only just twigged I could 5-year plan away CIA created for extra ops. And what else do I have that I want a 5-year plan? Not really anything. So yeah, maybe 5-year planning CIA is best. Getting down Middle East turn 3 would suck. But that's a risk I am willing to take. He's going for it. Oh. That seems like a spectacular waste of the China card to me, but I'm not great, so let's not overthink it. Asia scoring. All right, well, I was worried I was going to get dominated in Europe, so that's not so bad. Event Arab Israel, 5 or 6. Nope, but we get our mill-ops. AR6, 5-year plan CA created. Unless they play into Colombia, we take India. Because Pakistan is vulnerable to... Yeah. Pakistan's very vulnerable now. Just double check. Yes, I've not had Fidel evented on me and I've not noticed. They used the China card and then they used 5-year plan. No, I used 5-year plan. Cambridge 5, yeah, got it. They could have used the China card because they're holding decol and D-style, in which case they were very canny. Right. Please not Colombia or India. You bastard. We'll put 2 in there and we'll overprotect Italy. Whoever gets into Pakistani war is going to have a field day. Let's see. Independent Reds is still to come. Let's do that. Let's overprotect, but push to dominate. Okay, come on, give us into Pakistani war. No joy, but we did get D-style. Indie Reds D-style special relationship. Fidel Suez. So they got containment, NORAD, captured Nazi, blockade, decol, and Comecon. NORAD containment, capture Nazi decoy, Comic-Con blockade. Yeah. And we got, in the reshuffle, Romanian abdication, Korean War, Suez and Middle East scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fidel. Romanian. Suez. Yeah. Right. Headlines. What could happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, eventing Romanian abdication again is sensible because it dominates, but Suez dominates better in that it also blunts special relationship in my hand. What are they likely to headline? NORAD, containment, capture Nazi. So containment, quite likely. Problem with Suez is it's our only clean 3-op card to take a coup with. And if it gets defected, it really hurts. But Suez does deal with special relationship as well, so I'm going to do it. Deep breath. Yeah, containment was always the likely outcome. Do I like... I mean, UK's a must. Do I like taking out of Israel? That's still 3 ops, and they can take any other region with 3 ops. I think I like France. And then we coup with special relationship. Please be good here. This is big. Oh dear. So now I'm in a bad place in the Middle East. Ooh, independent Reds is tough with... Yeah, maybe putting 2 in Czechoslovakia was a bad move. Dough. Might be time to de-style those. If I de-style the Czechoslovakia stuff away, then event Romanian abdication after independent Reds, the question is what I do here in the meantime. Because that sure does need dealing with. And he's got a buttload of operation points. Okay, so we definitely de-style now. He's 4-star hand there, which is not a bad thing. So we definitely take Venezuela. We take Zaire. And we put 1 in Argentina. So he's got Capture Nazi, Decol, Comic-Con, Blockade, and 2 unknown cards. Ramajama. No independent Reds for you. Right, so we use independent Reds now to take Brazil. See, now I do wish I kept 5-year plan, but literally being down Middle East scoring was the one card I was going to 5-year plan, and it had to come back in the reshuffle. So it feels like a bit of a reach to complain. Blockade decal. Good job. All right, so it's controversial. I've got this in Korean War in a bid to avoid Middle East domination. If they don't put 3 in Israel right now, we drop Middle East scoring. Lucky for us. Dominating is a silly idea, right? Yeah, because I've got Fidel and Romanian abdication. Yeah. So duck and cover was unknown. Another good gem. We'll play them. Can't do it all. I am going to event Romanian abdication, I think. Just in case they're holding Europe scoring and we snag them. Oh, they're holding Captain Nazi. I know that. Dodoy. Still, they have to event it. Oh, influence. Neat. Well done, them. Oh, South America's real bad. Oh, South America's really, really, really bad. Quagmire them and have a coup in South America, hoping for the best. At least we've got Fidel, so we can event that. Oh boy. South Camp. Cult Rev omit. Cambridge 5 and Quagmire. Yeah, I'm gonna hope to Quagmire them, I think. Thank goodness the Middle East scored. Alright. Coup on Venezuela because then we can coup oh no. Yeah, coup on Brazil. Oh boy. Straight out with Portuguese Empire. Okay, we will use Cambridge 5 and we'll put 2 in Argentina. No, we won't. We're going to put 1 in Argentina and 1 in Chile to hope to double up South America. And if they've got Voice of America, we are stuffed. If we can fade VOA here, Camp David drops South America for nothing, Fidel drops Central America for nothing, space emit is about as good as our turn's going to get. Boy howdy. That was a rough redeal with the scoring cards lined up exactly where we didn't want them. We can only hope he's holding Europe scoring. $14.10. Oh, he's got VOA. Of course he has VOA. Well, we had to play for parity rather than being dominated, and the payoff has come. Wow. Well, that's pretty rough. We'll have a coup on Uruguay to hope to get back in. Nope. Okay, well, that's the end of that chapter. Well, I think we had to take a punt there. So it goes. Oh well. Right, we have Infidel. We drop Central America scoring. What a rough turn. Nixon and NATO. We'll space admit here. We do not want to be removing cards from the pile when our back's already up to the wall. So that got them 7 VP, yeah. So actually, maybe being risk averse was a good idea. But I love taking risks. So what are you going to do? Come on, Roscosmos. Wahoo! 18 remove cards. I have missed some remove cards. What a surprise. Warsaw Pact has definitely been removed. None of those. No. No, no. Let's see what happened at the end of turn 4. Because I was busy tracking cards. Where are you? Turn 4. Our 7 5-year plan. Saharan states, yeah. Cameroon, yeah. Indonesia, yeah. All makes sense. And now we've got Southeast Asia scoring. Happy days. We will bury you. UN intervention is known to be in the draw pile. Kitchen debates. OPEC is currently worth a measly 1 VP. Muslim v EU. And Muslim Rev. Ooh, Muslim Rev isn't shabby. What do we like here? Holding, we will bury you. Muslim Rev and Duck and Cover's unknown. I think Muslim Envy's alright. It's a fun one. Importantly. So, like, if they give us Purge or Nuclear Test Ban or ABM here, we're laughing. If they give us Flower Power, we're not. The Nuclear Test Ban means we could then coup on Thailand. Although they could counter coup. ABM is amazing if they give it to us. Africa looks awful. So yeah, if they dominated us, they've got what 5, 6, 7, 4 VP. Yes, there's a 3 VP swing pushing for 3 VP less. Yeah, 4 VP less. I don't know. Not spectacular. Ah, bloody flower power, of course. All right, where is the high profit coup option in Africa? Because it's got to be in Africa. Man, we're going to be giving away a ton of points this turn. 6 VP in Southeast Asia, 2 VP for Kitchen Debates, or 1 VP for Camp David, holding one or the other. 11 VP in Africa? Boy, howdy. So I guess the best coup is Zaire, on the basis that if they don't immediately realise that, we can go to Zimbabwe or coup Cameroon. Let's hope we hold this coup. This rear line even. Missile is only 2 shots at it, of course. Of course. Survive the first. Survive the second. Life is good. We don't need to coup, right? Let's be more circumspect than that. Let's go there. I'll tell you what, let's create a problem somewhere else on the map. We don't have access to Israel, Libya, and Egypt, do we? But Iran and Iraq are quite juicy, because then they've got no access to those. Let's take Iraq. Put influence into battlegrounds and all that. Play the game like it matters. Use OPEC. Delete. Execute missile crisis. There we go. Oh man, this is the hand where the scoreline is going to go blue very fast. Okay. So, we'll coup Nicaragua for access to Costa Rica and protect Fidel. Don't do a very good job of doing it. Well, it's a good thing we didn't headline We Will Bury You. Miss, miss, miss. Hooray! That buys us a little bit of breathing space. To do what? Space Camp David's in the hope we can space East Europe as well. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No, not today, sir. That's it. Today, no. Miss. Ugh. Alright, we'll counter coup with East European unrest on Haiti. Oh boy. Well, the wheels are going to come off next turn, and with Lone Gunman gone, a late game Lone Gunman is pretty much the only way we're coming out of this unscathed. Good. I think we event Muslim Rev right. We just we can either shore up our excuse me. Taking Iran out kind of sucks because Iranian hostage request comes along. They've got to get back to Libya, so I feel like just humping 4 full influence out feels good. It feels good, and I'm going to do it. 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, 33, 32. One of those has been removed. Quagmire, Doi. 32. And 3, 6, 9, 10, 21. Oh boy. That was a big Alliance of Progress. Train the headline because it does even up Africa, I think, and we hope to dominate Europe. We just have to hope and pray. Kitchen mates, Panama, Arab Israel. Bear Trap, Che, Vietnam revolts. Ask not. We're less worried about now we've seen Lone Gunman go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think Che and hope we don't get defected. Yeah, grain was always likely to be the headline there. Obviously coup, please. I'm going to give that back. There's no DEFCON concern, so I don't know. They just want a coup with it. Bloody huge coup as well. Well done. That gives them control, and I don't have a throw-up card I can safely play on it. I can use Arsenal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what are the alternatives? The alternatives are... There we go. I'm going to use Arsenal early. I'm going to dare him to drop Africa control. Just Willie, eh? Good, great hand, huh? I mean, he's probably got ABM, Purge, US, Japan, nuclear chess ban. Well, next up, if he does nothing, is realign Nigeria. Okay. Which I will now try and do. Hooray! That's what you get. And now a spec on Chile. Come on. Boo. Okay, so we don't have the ops to do anything in Europe, so we just drop it for 1. We will be popping 2 in Nigeria any second now, but they clearly don't have a scoring this turn. And we are spacing... Yeah, we are spacing Bear Trap. God, I did have defectors as well. Grain sales always looks better, doesn't it? Alright, well, space Bear Trap. Alas. Event OS and see if they do anything weird. Oh, this is pretty big. Deep breath. Well done, them. Event OS first. Do as I say, not as I do. Yep. This is a late game DEFCON dream or nothing. But that's fine. Apart from maybe the South America question with VOA at large, I just didn't have the access or anything like that, so it's what it is. We'll pop 1 back in Cuba in the hopes of putting 1 more back in Cuba with Panama. But yes, going to take a late game Hail Mary here. Ooh, yeah, God, got it all tracked. What did they do? Nuclear subs, Egypt and Cuba. Okay, well, we'll put another one in Cuba again. Want to try and steer away from control there, but, you know, not that it matters hugely at this point. At this point, it's DEFCON or nothing. Brushwar Hunter and ABM are all still in the deck if they're not in their hand. So, you know, it ain't over till it's over. We got Brushwar. Europe's going back in the reshuffle. One small step looks nice. But let's find out exactly what they have. John Paul is not good for us. They've got Africa scoring at last. They also have Hunter. Whoop. Yep. So one small step. Do we have arms race? No. They've got they've got ABM as well. Oof. US Japan. They've got Purge. Oh boy. They've got a stacked hand. It's all neutrals and blues. And a Libthi Brezhnev. So they've got, like, they can John Paul us, they can Purge us, they can Hunter, they can ABM, they can Salt something. Oh, they can't Salt something because there's been a reshuffle, of course. Europe emit NATO. They're holding Africa scoring, yeah. 3, 6, 9, 3. So we know 8 of their 9 cards, and none of them are red. John Paul Hunter, Arms Race, ABM, US Japan, Purge, Africa, and Salt. So if we get purged, our headline's okay. We can one small step every time we like. Libthi is alright. Can't do anything in the headline. Oh, we can brush war in the headline. So brush war against 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, brush war against Africa scoring in the headline is the best option. And they do purge us. So now we can opt for a cleaner brush war somewhere else if we want. Because we're going to get a coup on. But it's going to be a weak coup. 50-50 on Algeria or 66% on Argentina? I think we have to take the better odds. But now we can coup in Africa on Zaire. Please no one. Excellent. Yep. I mean, Purge is straightforwardly good there, but oh, they've got ABM treaty, of course. They could just ABM back Nigeria. Hold a mitt through the turn. Now there's been a reshuffle. Play the rest. Okay, so we don't need to Russia ended, do we? But we do want to deal with Africa again. Yeah, so Brezhnev coup, Sudan. Just delaying the inevitable there. You know life's good when you're cooing with the Indo-Pakistani war. What do we think? All of this sucks. No, they're going to get Africa scoring one way or the other. Let's just give it to them. Let's steal 2 VP from space instead. And now we need to drop Europe scoring before John Paul. Well, we're implausibly below the War Games threshold for now. But we need to be able to steal the China card and leave them with lone gunmen to win. Otherwise, this game is a dead duck. Yeah, why not, mate? Why not? The rear lines on Argentina coming up? Yep. Well, we've got ways back in, so let's space Yasuri. Headline peaking is good. I did not track cards very well. Because, I mean, does he not have ABM? That doesn't make sense. I must have missed one of ABM, US, Japan, and Salt earlier on. Not that it matters hugely. Right, so Liberation Theology will go in for 2 Mexico, 1 Panama. And then we'll finish by Venting Allende as well. ABM for Influence. The ultimate insult. I don't need this incredibly powerful card for the event. You must be joking. Oh, I really hope I win with Lone Gunman and Aldrich now. That'll show him. Yeah, why not? Let's have a new pope. So, US, Japan, and Salt. He's got one of the two. And I'm not going to bother going back to find out what. I'm just going to wait to see one come up in our hand. So, no DEFCON this turn. The Reformer is probably best. Because it repairs Poland and blunts the... Oh, yeah, I'm headline peaking. Okay. I mean, denying a coup seems not a big problem for me. I mean, I can cube Missile Crisis. But I think the Reformer's just better. And then we'll put... no, put omit, because we don't want to be seeing cards. Yeah. So trapped and omitted out. And we evented the Reformer. So the rest of our hand is CRG and AWACS. Cube Missile Crisis and SOCGov. SOCGov is nice. Missile Envy. Give you NORAD at this point? No, DEFCON is 3. Give you AWACS. Korean War Decol and NORAD. So where's our coup? I mean, they're all gross. Somewhere that's not yet been scored is everywhere. Let's go Argentina. Hey, not a bad little coup. Doesn't mean anything. Next up, we want to space NORAD. I mean, until we take the China card off him, nothing matters. We can't DEFCON suicide him while he's holding a buffer. Yeah, cool. Okay, so let's socialist governments. Let's just maybe I want to do that later in the turn. Let's space NORAD. Oh, Roscosmos, it is the gulag for you. Yeah. Let's just move on to the next turn. We need exactly Cultural Revolution. And then Aldrich with a Defcon dropper. Like, it's not a combination of circumstances that's going to happen. Can't level up Asia. Africa's scored. So let's hit them with socialist governments. Before something weird like Thatcher the Betrayer happens and I can't use it. No doy. Let's just keep frigging with things. Fiddling with them till they break. Ooh, good. Dominating Africa. Look at that. We'll put one in Thailand in case we get the China card. Not that it matters. And another one in Ethiopia for country count. I mean, unless he puts his foot in his mouth and gives me the China card freely. I think that's the end of that chapter. Oh, VOA. Haven't seen you for a while. So what did you do? You Algeria, South Africa, Thailand, and one from Iraq, interestingly. Not that interestingly, because I will make sure I at least have presence there. Take back what I lost earlier. Yaha. No more peeking. Let's do a little tippity tap on West Germany ahead of potential tear down this wall. I mean, it's again infinitesimally unlikely, but Europe control and lone government are literally the only way we can win, and neither of them are likely. Camp David. Well, I simply don't know what they're holding at this point. I've tracked the cards really well. We got war games. We got Cultural Revolution. So that's step one, right? We are able to take the China card back. We can do that after we've played Nixon and war games. So we want to space Chernobyl to stay ahead of. We can do that AR7. Space European unrest. So Marine barracks bombing in the headline. Oh well, you take a card off us. Why not? Hey! Ha ha! In your face. All right, let's have a big coup. I know Salt's still in the deck and stuff, but whatever. Let's coup Libya with Reagan gone. We'll try and space Chernobyl to stay ahead if they want to get Star Wars in. Nixon first, then Cultural Revolution, steal the China card. The turn 10 Lone Gunman Gambit is on. All right. Let's coup Zimbabwe to, like, this doesn't hugely matter, I don't think. But we'll see. Oh, yeah. No, it really doesn't matter. Let us space Chernobyl to stop them having a space to win. Okay, let's see if they get a space to win. Oh, I was just lining up a really neat little turn 10, you know, and you've pulled the rug out. Oh, they had you an intervention lone gunman anyway. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Well, I will take the China card off him. Now I've told him I have it, but the game is lost. Can't be helped. Didn't have a lot of ways in that game, so well played, Oppo. Yeah, sort war games, why not? Five, six, seven. So war games turn 9 looks like how this one's ending. Well, let's see. I would like a coup on Argentina because then I can Latin American debt crisis if it's funny. It is funny, amazing. Okay, I'm gonna ask if he fancies throwing away war games. Here we go. Nope. So they're two DEFCON 2 aside cards, but thanks to Salt and UN intervention, we never stood a chance. Well played, opponent. Never really had a look in there. It's nice to know the DEFCON Gambit was viable, but the cards weren't even on our favour there. So thank you for watching. I will see you with another Rutzel or Itzel game quite soon. Halfway through the Itzel season, so now started the Rutzel season. Got 2 more games I have to play before the end of the month, so you can expect 2 more Rutzel games this month, if nothing else. But thank you for watching. I will bid you adieu and see you again soon. Until then, goodbye for now.